Hello, everybody. So, first of all, to start with, I would just like to clarify a few things that I said in my last video. I say no to being vegan. Um, Certain things were brought up in the comments section. By the way, thanks for your comments. Some really thought-provoking stuff there. And yeah, it's one thing I really am for is freedom of thought and freedom of speech. So keep them coming. Speak your mind. I don't expect you to agree with what I say. But anyhow, so first of all, when I talked about I don't agree with animals having equal rights to humans, I wasn't very specific on what I meant by that. No, I did not mean equal rights to vote or to an education. Of course, that would be ridiculous. What I was talking about is equal interest, and that is referring to, like, for example, we extend protective rights to what is called marginal humans, those that are, like infants, severely mentally disabled people, elderly with dementia, basically those who cannot be responsible for their own actions. And we have special rights for them to protect them, and rightfully so. Now, should we extend that to animals as well? No, I don't agree with that. Okay, on to the next one. Danielle Gardner, she basically, let me just read what she says. I'll just say that being vegan doesn't necessarily mean you believe or agree with the philosophical precepts of speciesism. There are plenty of environmentalist vegans and ethical vegans that do not think in terms of speciesism. Being vegan is a bigger tent than that. And yeah, she's absolutely right. I was expressing my frustration and disagreement to a certain brand of veganism and vegans. And there's, it really is a movement that's made up of people from various backgrounds. I mean, you've got Christian vegans, you've got atheist vegans, and so on. So yeah, that's so true. And there's another thing too. I'm not here to say, oh, veganism is just no good, blah, blah, blah. That's not it at all. In fact, there's a lot of good stuff that's come out of veganism, and one of them being the fact that, the bringing about the awareness of factory farming. There's not too many people I know of who's not aware of this now that are not vegans. You walk down the street and you ask anybody about factory farming, and on some level they've been exposed to the realities of the practices that take place there. And that's a good thing. We need to be aware of this. We need to know where our food is coming from, and we need to deal with this very serious problem. Anyhow, so what do I got next here? There was a question about, I mentioned, basically I stated that, vegans make a lot of outrageous claims and try to back it up with pseudoscience. Timid's Flicks, he's asking, well, what pseudoscience? What crazy claims? I plan on doing some videos in the future on that, but let me just bring up an example of what I consider to be faulty logic, and that is how you'll find this, many vegans have done videos on this and basically demonstrating how we as humans are not physiologically designed to be meat eaters or be carnivores. We're not physically equipped like a tiger is, where we can chase down a zebra and bring it to the ground, rip it apart with our claws and teeth, and eat it raw on the spot. We are just not made to do that. And that is so true. But, here's the deal. We're also not physiologically designed to fly. I don't have wings. No person has wings. And yet, right now, there's thousands of people in the sky flying. So that, what do we do? Not fly because we weren't designed with wings? No, we have something else. It's called intelligence and innovation. And this is where we're able to manipulate our environment to not be not to surrender ourselves to the dictates of how we've been designed, but we've got this other capacity, our brain, that is able to overcome certain limitations, many limitations. Anyhow, was there anything else? Okay. Once Upon an Exploration, that's the name of this YouTuber, his channel. Basically, he's asking me, because I mentioned that I do see a place for killing and eating animals. And in my past videos, I more or less indicated that this was something where, for example, if you're on like an island and you're starving and you need to eat, well, of course, you're going to kill something and eat it if that's your only choice. Or in the case of a famine, basically of extreme necessity. And this person wants to know, is that still my position, or have I changed it? And the answer is yes, I have changed my position on that. And I'm going to talk about that further in my next video. To give you an idea, though, of where I am coming from, let's just say 6 to 1. That's a clue. Just think 6 to 1. And I'll get back to you in my next video. In the meantime, take care.